I was watching a video on YouTube yesterday or the day before yesterday, and it was from 1987. It was an interview with James Brown, and he was talking about his new album that was out. It was the one that was with the Living in America on it. Um, and anyhow, he was talking about that album, and he was talking about the different other tracks that were on it that were good, and he was in the middle of a European tour at the time. And he was talking about two recordings in particular. One of them was called Goliath, and the other one was called Behind the Iron Curtain. And he said it was big in France. And so I went and looked up the track listing for that album to listen to those songs, and the Behind the Iron Curtain wasn't available at all. I rewatched the interview after that, and he was talking about the tour having gone behind the Iron Curtain in Eastern European countries he'd been in, and it almost made it seem like maybe I'd misheard the first time through. But I listened back to where he got to that part where he was listening, talking about what was going good for him sales-wise and what was getting attention and interest. And he says that Behind the Iron Curtain was big in France, and it was starting to get big in England. But anyhow, that's something that caught my attention. There's always a possibility, and I'd have to leave even a percentage on talking about myself on this account, that I could have misunderstood to some degree, or the other impression that the video seems to possibly allow for is that he was misunderstood about where the Iron Curtain was, but that's impossible. James Brown was a smart man, and he was over in those countries at the time, the western part of Europe at the time he was speaking, and had just come back from the eastern part. So I know he knew where the Iron Curtain line was drawn, but and knows what those words meant. Now, how he was what he was going to have to say about those words, I'd have been really interesting to hear. So anyhow, the song Goliath, which does remain, I went and listened to it, and it is very globally of global political importance. Then, way ahead of its time, although maybe this time has been going on for longer than a lot of people realized. But anyhow, it's definitely pertains still to this day. Now, the lyrics that were listed on Google I found to be wrong from the get-go. I believe what he says humanity's on the move at the beginning of it. And anyhow, you'll have to listen with your own ears, and keep in mind in this day and age that even the sound of someone's voice from the past can be duplicated and altered very easily anytime you're listening to recordings. So it's going to be hard, and increasingly harder going forward in the future, to trust that you're going to get accurate representation of people and their ideas and their artworks in the future. Consider that, especially with digital stuff. All right, bye.